Hello everybody, welcome back to episode of Stella Sora. In the last part, we continued off with the story. We made our way, had a nice touching moment with the tyrant and Chitose. We started our ascent of the giant monolith. So far, no luck on anything big, but we made some form of success. We're split off again. Chapter 12. I'm assuming we're gonna chime in with Ferenz and everybody else, see what's going on their end. So, let's see what's going on. 2 days earlier. Yep, here we are. Weapons down, hands behind your back, skin the ground. Okay. Please don't shoot. Not even put up a fight? Thought you were assassins. Assassins? What? No. We'd never do anything like that. You have to believe us. We're innocent. We're ordinary truckers. We don't break the law. Right, because ordinary truckers usually stalk around hotels, armed to the teeth, glaring at everyone. That was the job. The people who hired us said the VFPC had like a rough and tough vibe. They told us to bring our gear, wave it around, cheer on cue. Yeah, exactly. They even offered a bonus to whoever looked the meanest. Of course we put on a show. What a bizarre gig. Who hired you? Give me names. We don't know, but we recognize them. They used to be a local gang bosses here in Filet, before they joined some big company. And the payout? You earn 20 grand a day. That barely covers a week of groceries. Who commits murder for pocket change? Exactly. You should be grilling the guys who actually rushed the hotel. I heard they got 100 grand ahead. 20 minutes later. Not for the wait for ends. I had the full picture. Most of our captives had no clue the boss was here. They were duped for the fake gig. The ones who actually stormed the building got paid a bit more. But their only objective was to wreck the stairs and front doors to trap the guests inside. Clever play by Omnis guy Aegis. He's positive to ruin everything. Fortunately, no, he just sent word. Boss made it to the island safely. For the next 2 days, Filet is our battlefield. Closing a $20 billion gap, it won't be easy. Ruby, Sapphire, what's your status? Relax. This plan, we have a mountain of tawny nightingales ready. Planning for anyone here for the free bread. As instructed, we gave them out with fresh produce and our better textured products. Everybody left happy. They turned their tribe into a PR stunt. That's a classic Ferenz, airtight as always. Playing by the rules never protects what matters. Next, the rest is yours. Understood. Chaos is just another day in marketing. I'm used to this. Ruby, Sapphire, find this greenhouse employee. Bringing her to the Fang Juan Diner on Osmond Street within the hour. Here's her file. Yes, ma'am. Your tea, Lady Ferenz. Thank you. Oh, how intriguing. Never had a blend like this in Filet. These leaves from Kongwu. Oh, you know your tea. The tree it comes from grows on a cliff right outside Kongwu. It's rare. It's the only kind of its existence, the only one of its kind in the whole city, actually. That's so. This must be precious. Must be a precious cup of tea then. Well, the variety is unique, of course, but you can find the tea this good all over Kongwu. GU, don't serve a guest that leaves from a random seed you planted as a kid and called it a rare variety. I was only sharing some Kongwu lore to the entertaining Lady Ferenz. Besides, it is indeed the only tree of its kind in Kongwu. I apologize for the wait, Lady Ferenz. We're in the middle of the lunch rush. Think nothing of it. I'm the one who dropped in unannounced. However, I saw you both representing Fang Wong Diner at the banquet of the night. I assume you hold the decision-making power here? That depends on the scope of the decision. For commercial negotiations like this, we defer to our on-site manager. I approve of that approach. We can surely understand customer needs only by listening to the staff on the floor. Oh, here comes our manager now. Yunshu, Jiyu, sorry I'm late. What's on the agenda for today? Jinglin, let me introduce Lady Ferenz, Executive Director of United Harvest Filet. She's here to discuss a business partnership. Lady friends, this is Jinglin. She manages our Jing's Bistro, and she'll be making the call today. I'm friends. A pleasure to meet you, Manager Jinglin. I apologize for dropping in during lunch rush, so I'll just get straight to the point. Fang Wan Diner has 5 locations across Filet. I was wondering how do you currently source currently source ingredients? If you're open to it, our company would like to step in as your primary supplier. Ingredient sourcing. Our staff heads to the local markets early every morning to handpick everything. That means our daily hall dictates our menu. I admit it can be a hassle. From that perspective, a reliable supplier brings peace of mind. But we cannot partner with United Harvest Filet. You are an esteemed guest, but I must be blunt. The quality of United Harvest's ingredients is unacceptable. My most still complains about your ingredients from our early days in Filet. Unevenly ripe tomatoes from the same batch, bland meat and vegetables. You remember your sales pitch from last year too. Your reps push pre-made meals and suggest we let intelligent plants handle the cooking. I have no intention of criticizing your business model, but it clashes with our core values. That dedication ensures your consistent flavor and pricing. No wonder you command strong customer loyalty. I down here author myself. It is a loss for Filet if this place ever loses its authentic touch. Oh, thank you. To avoid any misunderstandings, I realize United Harvest Filet today is not the old United Harvest. The bread coming out of your bakery smells amazing. I hear praise from our own customers. I remain open to sourcing from you once your product quality improves, but for today, my answer is no. Your track record makes it impossible for me to trust you right away, so... I mean, that's understandable. I can see why she's kind of on the fence about that. Honestly, that's probably a good business stance. Is Jinglin being too harsh? We know from the banquet that the boss and friends want to turn this company around. Plus, partnering with them to stabilize the Novian grain trade. Grain trade? That aligns with Kongwu's interests. If United Harvest Filet goes under. Keep your voice down. We're only observant under the guise of Fang Wan Diner. Besides, the person on the ground should make the call. It's not our place to step in. And if Friends True intends to rebuild United Harvest Filet, she won't give up this easily. You make a fair point, Manager Jinglin. Asking for your trust without any actual results to show for it would be incredibly naive. That said, while you might not trust United Harvest Filet, what if I offer you to her? I tend to put our favorite product inspections in her hands. Her? I'm sorry, admit it, I snuck my homegrown veggies into Jing's Bistro to sell, but... Please don't fire me, I haven't even watered the peas today! Huh? Ridge? Huh? Oh, Jinglin, hi there! United Harvest Filet's agriculture inspections will be handled by this veteran greenhouse gardener, Ridge. Our partnership with Fang Wan Diner will be her very first assignment. Wait, what? Inspections? Me? But farming is all I know! Don't worry, Ruby and Saffron will help you with the specifics. If Ridge is taking full responsibility... I did promise to actively consider a partnership, but I can't go back on my word. Jinglin, is she really that good? Yeah, she cares about vegetables, fruits, basically anything that grows in the dirt more than she does herself. The produce she delivered was the best I've ever bought. If she's running the inspections with the changes in United Harvest Filet, I think we could trust them. I'm thrilled to hear that. Let's chat the details of our partnership right away. Why don't we talk over some food? I'll whip something up right now. Thanks for coming! Pleasure was ours. It was a productive meeting. We'll deliver the first batch tomorrow. I'll do my best to help. Lady Ferranz, are you sure about tasking me with something as important as quality control? Inspecting all the fruits, vegetables, and meat? You'll be fine. I only asked you this because I trust you can handle it. And as I mentioned, Ruby and Saffron will cover the paperwork. Channel that same energy you had when you were catching the thief and you'll be fine. That was... These are... tomatoes? Looks shiny and plump. Didn't expect a harvest like this in the greenhouse. Thought it'd be something like monster disguised as potatoes. Gotcha! Finally! Parasite culprit! I'm so sorry! Forget my mix-up earlier. But wait, Lady Friends. Does this mean you aren't mad about me growing and selling veggies on the side? Never minded. If anything, I should be thanking you. You're the reason Fang One Diner agreed to partner with us. That manager looks young, but she drives a brutal bargain. This contract secures an $8 billion grain order from their filet port goldfish branches. The $4 billion advance hits our accounts tomorrow. Loons have bottomless appetites. I know they run 10 batches across both cities, but do they burn through all that much food in a single year? It goes beyond Fang One Diner. Massive chunks shipped straight from the port goldfish to the Congo via coastal and river routes. Loons obsessed over their grain reserves. That stockpile is likely their true objective. Still, Lady Friends, the deposit comes due tomorrow, and we're still 14 billion short. I'm planning to pitch in to other investors that I can prep the materials now. Relax, every major player is watching this contract closely. They'll seek us out on their own. Since we convinced the notoriously cautious Loons, the rest of the market naturally assumed we are a safe bet. We only need a little catalyst. Ruby, make sure the 8 billion figure leaks to the public. On it. I know a few witches hungry for some breaking news. Sorry, the branch is closed. Please return tomorrow. Oh, are you certain? Turn me away now and you kiss your massive deal goodbye. A massive deal? Precisely. Tell your manager Omnis Guy Aegis requires a loan. 40 billion Dora. Oh boy. We're going back to that route, huh? Oh. It's still gonna branch off. Okay. Contract settled then. I'm exhausted. Is everything alright, Lady Mystique? We appreciate Scarlet Knight's media buying our grain, but I didn't expect you to drop by at 4 a.m. to sign the contract. It's a disaster! I'm a witch who feasts on the truth, yet I'm missing scoop after scoop! The God of Grace hates me. Mystique, aren't you in the Aurelion with Petal Bloom? Long story. I followed Mina's group and managed to interview Boss's blade. Got great material, but that was where my luck ended. Another witch from Flavio intercepted me. She bowed about how tight I was with Boss and dragged me back to Filet as Scarlet Knight's acting rep for some banquet. Because of that, I missed the big scoop. Petal Bloom blowing the doors off the United Harvest Tenants. Then my broom acted up on the way back. I missed the banquet, missed the monolith bidding, didn't even get to see the boss climb the tower. I have the worst luck. That sounds rough, but for being out of Harvest Filet, having you sign this contract as a Scarlet Knight's reps helps immensely. You always look out for us. On behalf of the company, thank you. I'm glad to help, but I'm a witch. My life's purpose is the news. So, Ofer, get this feature story to print. Miss Mystique, go sleep already. She must be exhausted. Make her to bed. Please excuse us. Hey friends, everything unfolds as you predict. Companies are reaching out to sign grain contracts, paying substantial door up front. Counting the Scarlet Knight's order in the Fang One Diner deal, we hold 10 billion Dora in advance payments. Combined with our reserves and Dorothy's funds, our liquid capital sits at 33 billion Dora. We remain 7 billion Dora short of our 40 billion goal. It all unfolds according to your plan, Lady Friends. I can't take all the credit. This only works thanks to Nyx's intel, your data analysis, and everyone's hard work here at the Harvest Filet. Not to mention the support from Boston and the Star Guild. Deep Sea Finance is the real concern. We were scheduled to sign the grain contract today, but they called at midnight to say they needed more time to think. It seems Omnis Guy Aegis is making their move. Still, as long as they aren't openly opposing us right now, we can't afford to ignore them. This is the time to be relaxed. We're still 7 billion short, and the door is due before sunset. Are you gonna make it? Fair point. We still have 2 more companies to pitch to. We aren't out of options yet. Take Goodwin Home Care. They have a massive demand for flowers. Our joint greenhouse project is still on the table, though the Darcy incident put it on hold. Now is the perfect time to reopen those talks. A stalled project like that. Can we finalize a deal in half a day? Easily. But I need the new Star Guild's help. It's simple. You 3 need to exaggerate what happens at the banquet. Exaggerate? Yes, it's been the wildest tale you can imagine, but whatever you say, make sure it ties back to flowers. Sapphire, Ruby, prep a cart full of flowers for me. I need a suitable gift for Goodwin Home Care. Right away! The grain quality is exceptional now that you're being, harvest filet, lady friends. Our maids absolutely swear by your rice. However, I must apologize. Our maids don't eat much, so we have no place to place bulk grain orders. We won't be able to support your monolith bid this time. As for reviving the joint greenhouse project, we will reach out the moment we have reached a decision. Is that acceptable? Now, Horse Flay's greenhouse can cultivate all sorts of rare flowers, which will be a massive help to Goodwin Home Care. Catching Otaha comes first. Though it's a shame. A polite refusal is best. Not a problem. On another note, please accept these flowers as a small thank you for hosting us the other night. During the banquet, Goodwin maid protected Boss and saved the entire evening. Yes, but why flowers? Because that particular maid seemed fond of these varieties. She picked a large batch from our greenhouse. That woman tied me up and threw me in a cell! Yet here I am, smiling and accepting their gratitude on her behalf. This is infuriating. Wait, our maid uses flowers as craft tools, sure, but why would Otaha raid this greenhouse? I apologize. To think she harvested flowers from her employer's greenhouse. Oh, we actually asked her to. She's brilliant at flower arrangement. We hired her to decorate the venue and her work was a huge hit. Flower arrangement? Otaha is skilled at that, but she's not fond of it. I'll go out of her way to help. I need to keep them talking. I might expose her endgame. We are honored by your praise. In that case, allow me a quick quality check. Lady friends, esteemed guests about the Boss Accord, were you satisfied with her bodyguard services? Beyond satisfied. The whole unit of Desert Scorpions dropped the second and third petals blew past. Exactly. She twisted the enemy's gun barrels into flowers. Man, when she finally landed in the corridor with Boss, she looked like an elegant night heron. She drifted down from the sky, carrying a scent of fragrance. Had she not been missing wings, I would have thought she could actually fly. Night heron? Aren't those birds completely dopey? How's that elegant? The one's way out of proportion. Otaha's strong, but she couldn't take down that many desert scorpions alone. Wait, they all mentioned flowers. Did Otaha find some new plant in their greenhouse and weaponize it into a brand new ninja tool? That explains it. That explains everything. So that's how she knocked me out so fast. It wasn't because I'm weaker than her. She had a secret weapon. There's about that magic sleep in her gun. What? That's why she took that job guarding Boss. We gave her free reign to harvest flowers she needed from Harvest Filet. Using the banquet as cover, she could have stockpiled years worth of materials. She never could have pulled that off by sneaking in. Well then, we have other pressing matters to attend to. We'll take our leave for today. Wait! There's something else, Miss Shilo. I gave it some thought. Massive project like that, like the joint greenhouse does require headquarters approval. But as head of the Filet branch, I assume it can certainly start some preliminary work with you. Strictly within my authority, of course. Would you be interested, lead friends? Hook, line, sinker. Took the bait. That's amazing. We barely mentioned Otaha and some flowers, and the same Miss Shilo shot us down and suddenly started pitching the partnership. She confronted a $2 billion advance. I don't get it. Why was she obsessed with that? Was she that obsessed with our greenhouse? She signed the paperwork, mentioned an inspection, and bolted. She's not inspecting the greenhouse. She's hunting for Otaha. Even the most rational, complex business deals are driven by people. Michelle is a formidable manager and an exceptional maid. Rumor has it she's leading Canada to take over Goodwin Home Care. Normally, she would see right through our little exaggerations, but a rivalry with a certain someone is simply too blinding. Well, that leaves us 5 billion short. Friends, who's next on the list? The Imperial Guard will be our bet for the final 5 billion. However, I must handle this negotiation alone. The Imperial Guard? Wait, but aren't they our competition? Stella said their rep Greyhorn went really hard in the building. Didn't even blink when bidding up. Correct, but when you throw around billions of dollars without a second thought, it means one of two things. Either the Imperial Guard is determined to win at all costs, or what? Don't do that. Don't leave me hanging. What exactly are you implying, Lady Ferenz? Of course the Imperial Guard intends to win this monolith bid. Oh, don't mind me. I'm not questioning the Imperial Guard. It was merely a passing thought. After all, getting on your bad side right now wouldn't do me any favor. I see. If you say so, then no harm done. By the way, I was just heading out for lunch. Care to join me? It'll be my pleasure. I grew up in Filet, yet I had no idea that I had a restaurant was hiding out here. No, there's no restaurant here. No? Then are you here for a picnic? Not exactly. I want a little pre-meal workout. Something for a sparring partner, and what do you know? We just happened to cross paths. Oh boy. I see. Defense is tight, Lady Ferenz. Flawless footwork. Live up to reputation. And you, Lady Greyhorn. That glancing strike is hard to parry. So, what do you consider the essence of the rapier? I suppose it's mathematics. I favor the rapier because the most vital skill in this discipline is calculation. Calculation. Sure, I can feel the precision in your technique. But I have a different answer. The key to the rapier is efficiency. No wasted movement. The tip of Rainhorn's blade comes to rest against Ferenz's shoulder. Calculated style isn't bad, but thinking slows you down. And yet, you're so caught up in your own lecture that you've neglected your surroundings. Black smoke billows, and the cane sword vanishes from Ferenz's hand. When Greyhorn looks down, she finds the real blade against her stomach, held by Ferenz's shadow. I never had a rapier duel this exciting. The pleasure is mine, but it's a pity I missed out on seeing the Hound's true skills. I wasn't holding back. I showed you the true power of Greyhorn. Now, care for a bite? Oh, so it is a picnic. I despise wasted effort. I wouldn't travel this way to test you. So you had no intention to win the monolith, did you? My sources tell me that the Imperial Guard team on the Lake Island hasn't even set foot in the island inside the monolith. The bidding records show the Imperial Guard joins every time, but only to match their highest offers. You never win the rights to the monolith. Could it be your organization is a shill planted to drive up the price? I'm not supposed to answer that, but with your network, you'll find out the truth eventually anyway. You have the gist, but it works both ways. If other companies fall but to secure the bid, the Imperial Guard steps in to take over. The Pope remains unaware, however. To everyone else, we're a weak faction doomed to lose every bid. This reputation gives me endless headaches. The United Harvest Filet and Alma Sky Aegis are determined to win this bid. Our participation means nothing. And yet, you still deploy a team to the island. I'm an employee at the end of the day. The Imperial Guard's orders trump my personal preferences. You know this, Milady Ferenz. That is why you came alone so patiently and accompanied me all the way out here. Guilty. Then, building on our conversation, you know the Harvest Filet wants to hire the Imperial Guard for all corporate and sea security. Oh? You know Harvest Forces currently handle your security. You feel safe bringing in outsiders. You're handling your entire defense over the Imperial Guard. That's the point. We need to cut ties with the old regime. Besides, we lack the manpower. From now on, our internal guards focus solely on logistics, like escorting long-haul freight. For daily patrols and street management, we prefer to leave the job to professionals like the Imperial Guard. You don't beat around the bush. As you say, no wasted efforts. If the Imperial Guard accepts our massive contract, your endless bidding losses suddenly look like a marketing stunt. People would assume you are just using bids to advertise your services. Also, publicly mention your deep pockets and praise your ironclad reliability. That reputation for problem of yours improves overnight. You play a beautiful game, Lady Ferenz. Since you're solving my biggest headache, it's only right that I can return the favor. I'll leave this year's Mirage delivery contract to you. Your former parent company is a total mess. They are in no shape to handle it. per Imperial Guard tradition, we pay 6 billion dollar advance in crystal diamonds. If the terms suit you, we'll head back to the outpost and send the contract right away. Pleasure doing business with you. Got him. Manager, friend is seen leaving the capital with the Imperial Guard. She's on her way here. Looks like she has locked in a massive deal with them. It must have the full 40 billion. She is the one who overthrew Darcy in the Senate to claim United Harvest Flay. I expect nothing less. But for Renz, you know nothing of the Dora's true power. You have no chance in this bid. Oh boy. I'd like to exchange these crystal diamonds with Dora, please. Right away. This is a massive deposit, so counting them will take a moment. Please bear with me. Whoa, there's gotta be over 1,000 in there. Why does the Imperial Guard pay with these? Wouldn't deep sea finance check be easier? These gems are uniform in size and field major spells. That's why crystal diamonds have been standard for massive transactions since ancient times. Dora might be the standard now, but turn these gems to a strategic resource, but the Imperial Guard clings the guild ways, like using them to pay for huge contracts. Stockpile for combat, strategic reserve. Exactly, for a faction that fights as often as the Imperial Guard, paying in crystal diamonds instead of Dora kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, well, visit for Renz and the Boss Accord crew. What surprise running into you here? Oh boy. Hiring thugs to ambush Bosch, sabotaging the cable car. You have some nerve showing your face here, Mercurio. Oh, how terrifying. If I actually did something to upset you, I suppose I could apologize. But we've operated strictly within the rules of the technical review. Is there a problem with that? And let's be honest, if you can't afford the deposit, any little victories you scored during the review are meaningless, right? Sorry, burst your bubble, we got the deposit. With the money, sir, there's no way United Harvest Flay loses this. So confident. Let's see what you're truly capable of then. Thank you for waiting, Lady Ferenz. The count is complete. You brought 1,200 crystal diamonds. Today's rate of 5.5 million Dora each. That totals 6.6 billion Dora. 6 billion! Perfect! At the deposit, we'll still have 1 billion Dora left over. That secures the company's daily operating costs, too. Process exchange immediately, please, and deposit the funds in our monolith bidding account. Wait, hold on a second! I'm so sorry, Lady Ferenz. Oops. And everyone from this new Star Guild, we just received an emergency alert from headquarters. Crystal diamond marker is experiencing massive validity. We need a moment to recalculate the exchange rate. Wait, huh? What do you mean? Didn't we have over 1 billion Dora? Don't panic, it's a typical correction. Stay calm. Price drop is perfectly normal if someone is selling off their stock. But no one doesn't have any active crystal diamond mines left. Even if someone is selling, the supply is limited. It shouldn't impact the market that price that much. The rate of headquarters is 4.2 million Dora each. How's that possible? A 20% drop in a single day? Can the market even do that? I'm sorry, but we only just received the news too. Around noon, someone dumped a massive stockpile of crystal diamonds at Port Goldfinch. It's also rumored that a mage discovered a substitute casting material. The market is crashing. Those factors caused the crash. Right now, these diamonds are only worth 4.9 billion Dora. That sell-off aside, that rumor is absolute nonsense. We expect price to bounce back by tomorrow. That's too late. At 4.92 billion, we're still 80 billion short of the deposit. Mercurio, how desperate is Honest Guy Aegis for the Filet Monolith? Crashing the crystal market like this must have cost tens of billions of Dora. That's a secret trade. She took out 40 billion Dora loan from Deep Sea Finance yesterday at 30% interest. I'd say it's safe to assume that she bet the house. Oh, and who might you be? I don't know what you're plotting, but spreading rumors is terribly rude. Oh, no. An information broker values reputation above life itself. I don't deal in rumors. The cloaked woman strides in the lobby holding a cassette tape, the exact kind wished out of a monolith. Amiska Aegis has two choices. Option 1, buy this tape from me. Option 2, I'll play it right here and everything on it goes public. And look at these trackers. I'm sure someone will be more than happy to lend me an artifact to play it on. Miss Serena? It's been a while, my friends from the New Star Guild. A playback artifact? We have one in the car. I'll go grab it. Thanks for waiting. Got it. Be my guest. Let's hear what you got. I must admit, your bluntness actually improves my opinion of you. Your manager Amiska Aegis requires a loan of 40 billion Dora. I want it tonight. Ready for withdrawal at Port Goldfinch. You're joking, right? Some of that mass won't be ready until tomorrow morning at the earliest. 5%. Clear the funds tonight and I'll personally guarantee a 5% kickback. Are you out of your mind? Deep Sea Finance has strict protocols. We can't just approve a massive uncollateralized loan like that. I'll pull up my sister's collateral. Plus a 10% kickback. We have a deal. Hey, don't look at me like that. I never took the kickback. Her collateral was perfectly valid, and at 30% interest, Deep Sea Finance had no reason to deny the loan. It's not our job to monitor how clients spend their money. I don't need to explain myself. I knew friends were scrambling for deals, so I struck first and crushed the little operation. I simply played a brilliant move within the rules. Can't honestly say I did anything wrong. If anything, blame your own pathetic risk management. Given the circumstances, United Harvest Flay only had two real options. Option 1 went over the deep-pocketed Imperial Guard. Option 2 begged Deep Sea Finance for a loan to cover the gap. So that's why manager drained Deep Sea Finance and crashed the Crystal Diamond market. That's brilliant. I'll admit I didn't expect them to raise that much cash. Still, a crash in the market was definitely the right insurance. Which begs the question, how do you plan to fill in an 80 million door hole 4 times up? Bull! We can absolutely find 80 million. Collector offered up top dollar for Loxy once. We'll sell Loxy if we have to. Be my guest, I certainly won't stop you. 2 hours until sunset. Think you can make it? Just throw in the towel. Why sell your crystal diamonds at a massive loss today? Wait for a rebound, you might actually afford severance pay for your staff. Lady Ferenz, do we still proceed with the exchange? Of course, we still have 2 hours until sunset, don't we? If I give up now, I won't be able to look Boss and Chitosi in the eye. Not while they're fighting for their lives in the monolith. Ruby, Sapphire, come with me. We're finding that 80 million right now. Yes, ma'am. New Star Guild, stay here. Make sure the door actually hits our account. We're on it. How pathetic. Well, who else could you possibly beg at this point? Ruby, what is Lady Friend's planning? Hate to admit it, but that woman is right. We're completely out of companies to negotiate with. Lady Friends has already sold off all her personal assets just to keep the company afloat. I have no idea what her plan is. But should we start selling our own stuff too? Sell what? Do you actually own anything valuable, Ruby? Nope. Guess we just have to trust Lady Ferenz. Excuse me. Are you talking to me? What's up? You're the lady who always sings at the Harvest Bakery, right? Singing? Sounds like me, but... Sorry, honey. I'm completely swamped right now. Can't give you a show. No, I'm not here for a song. I have all my dough here to buy a whole month's worth of bread. A whole month? Why? Mom and Dad said if Harvest loses this auction thing, we have to leave Filet. But if that happens, I can never eat your yummy bread or hear you sing again. So I figure if I use my allowance to buy lots of bread, maybe it'd help you stay. Thank you, sweetheart. Don't worry, the bakery stays right here. So does she. Heads up, crowd incoming. More anonymous guys hired goons? Give it a rest. Who are you calling Omnis Guy goons? We don't work for those scumbags. Oh, you aren't with them? We know all about the Monolith bidding war. We're here to pitch in and back up Boss Accord. Damn right. Sign with Omnis Guy Aegis? Not a chance. I held a policy with them. They promised to cover injuries, and the second I got hurt, they filed a claim. They gave me the runaround and dodged the payout. Plus, Scott Knight's media reports they're hiking the deposit to 40 billion. You know they plan to squeeze every door back from the fleeing people. Many truckers here are Omnis Guy victims, but plenty of us are here to support the boss. You teamed up with the Pedal Bloom for the Grand Commissions. You stopped the intelligent plants. You saved Filet. Boss Accord Omnis Guy Aegis? It's a no-brainer. Here, take this. Is that the Law of Dora? Our guild's heading to the Lushwood Jungle next. We need supplies, so we're buying from the boss's partners to show support. And me! Put down 20 boxes of Tawny Nightingale. We'll have to find a legendary monolith in the desert, and that bread is perfect. Everyone, thank you all. To buy your pre-order, please line up here. Give your address and we'll deliver ASAP. Everyone, what are you doing here? We're part of United Harvest Filet 2, helping protect our companies on the natural. We don't have much, but we all chipped in our savings. The money's worth was with Miss Nix. Please accept it. But you have your own lives to worry about. Don't say that. If the company goes under, everything goes with it. Besides, without you, Lady Ferenz, we'd have lost our jobs to those intelligent planets already. We want to repair kind of seem a little. That's why we're here. A massive line forms outside Deep Sea Finance. People rushing over as word spreads. Hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of Dora. Old notes and crisp bills pile into a mountain of cash. All these people? Why? Number 20, get out there and stop them, now! If you can't drive them off, cause a panic and break the line. Stall them until sundown, we win. Stand down, Mercurio. Lady Albedo? What are you doing here? And what do you mean, stand down? We haven't broken any rules. Maybe, but the rules just changed. The director of the Sky Institute issued an absolute directive. From this moment on, all sabotage in the bidding war is strictly forbidden. Impossible! Why drop this on us now of all times? Save your breath. If you have a problem, take it up with the director herself. Maru, keep an eye on them. Got it. It would just be like going on a fishing trip. Eyes glued to the float till you bite. Manager, what's our move? The line stretches for miles. This way they'll hit the enemy and door target in no time. Doesn't matter. Even if they make the deposit, Boss never touch that required artifact. I planned for this. Our teams inside the mall have already secured a very large wishing box. Here's a receipt. Thanks for the purchase. We'll deliver everything to your address right away. Bastelina? Why are you playing vendor for the United Harvest Filet? The director's new orders. She said this isn't a monolith bidding war anymore. It's a bid for the hearts of Filet's people. She told us to do whatever we want. And I hate sitting still, so I'm pitching in. Plus, Harvest Filet really does sell the best fruit. A bid for the hearts. With a little push from a brilliant witch like me, of course people give their hearts to Boss. Wait, did you really rally all these people for us, Mystique? Nope, the citizens in the truckers see everything you do. They know who actually cares. I just made sure they heard about you, that you needed a hand, that's all. Rallying this much support. Sure, all the legendary tyrant who guides the masses. I wonder if you'll pick up my hints and step into that room. Whoa. Will you summon the artifact from the prophecy? One that absolutely shouldn't exist in this world. Oh. Okay. So we're still going. This floor is clear as steroids, my lady. Please watch your step. Thanks, that's a big help. So there's no wishing box big enough on this floor either. My truckers did Omnisky Aegis to sweep this monolith. That means our only option is the hidden 51st floor for the files. My lady, I checked the walls for hidden passages and found nothing. I also stepped in every pressure plate. They were merely traps. None opened a path to the 51st floor. How do we get up there? Shall I cut a hole in the ceiling? No. Brute forcing isn't always the answer. Wait, there might be another way. I mentioned something once, back when the new Stargate found the wishing box I was sleeping in. Oh God of grace, please send us find an absurdly huge wishing box. Apparently, Iris made that exact wish right before stepping into the elevator. I don't know if her prayer was actually answered. But either way, they ended up on the floor with that wishing box when I was inside. I see. Make a wish before entering the elevator. Let's give it a try. Oh God of grace, please. Please let us find an absurdly huge wishing box. The elevator hasn't changed, my lady. Then let me try rephrasing. Oh God of grace, please let us find a wishing box bigger than my hand. Still the same, my lady. How? Let me try this instead. Oops. Oh God of grace, please. Please let us find an absurdly huge stellaroid. Huh. Nothing, huh? Guess wishing alone won't get us to the hidden 51st floor. Makes sense, actually. If saying your wish out loud was enough, way more trick would be there by now. Only option, I hate to admit it, is the convenience store. Might find a lead there. Convenience store? Welcome, what can I get for you today? Hey, Porty, afternoon. Got a question for you. Welcome, what can I get for you today? Huh? Porty, no time for games. Please listen to me. My lady, what are you doing? As far as I can tell, she's acting the same as always. Same? No way, the whole new Stargate has heard her talk normally. Every time I see her, she only repeats a few phrases. I always assume she's a magical doll. No, it's not it at all. Come on, Portia. Do a former coworker a favor. Tell me how to reach a hidden room in this monolith, or the 51st floor. No comment. I like customers, but not when they block the counter without buying. That's a first. You're right, my lady. She does speak off script. Even so, she looks annoyed. Ugh, guess I have to use that trick. Tell you what, you tell me how to reach the hidden room and I'll think about picking up shifts here again. Really? With the pork cutlet bento in stock? Your favorite, right? Here, on the house. No thanks, I'm not hungry. I'll pass. If I eat that bento and lose my mind like last time, we're in trouble. Fit yourself. Buy a potential drink then. It's good. Portia pulls out a potential drink from behind the counter and slides it over. Yeah, this should be safe to drink. Thank you. Hope to see you soon. My lady, she clearly knows the way to the hidden room. They really have to walk away without finding out. Milo and Stella are restricted by their own rules. They can't just speak freely. But she already gave us the answer. I flip over Chito's empty bottle. Scroll on the bottom is repeat history. Next to it is a tiny footnote. Danger. Be careful. And if you don't take the job here, I lose my excuse to slack off. Repeat history. Where have I heard that before? According to records from centuries ago, the Saint and attendant saw from where that exact cable station is located. They ziplined through the dangerous lake. Scaled the monolith and faced down the evil deity. They stopped Filet's endless reign. Come to think of it, I'm looking at Filet's newest hero and an attendant with an injured hand right now. Walk that exact same path to the monolith to end this pointless bidding war. Somewhat like that legendary scene. Quite a sight. But someone's trying to ruin the moment. Okay, now you're reaching. Am I? You don't have to say about history repeating itself. Wait, was Serena tipping me off back then? No, it's impossible. She couldn't predict I'd end up in this exact situation. I'm overthinking it. Still, it's worth a shot. Tell us if a plan. We're going to play the role of the armless saints. My lady, please hold on to my family. Huh? What are you doing? You want to play the armless saint. Therefore, an arm must be severed. But I feel as watch you mutilate yourself. If an arm must go, take mine. Whoa, wait! I said play the armless saint. I never said anything about actually chopping an arm off. Repeating history is the key to that hidden room. The new Star Guild must have done something similar by accident when they found me. They didn't plan for it, so there's no way they pulled off a perfect reenactment. A few key elements must have lined up by chance. On that logic, it doesn't need to be exact. If we recreate the right conditions, the path should open. I see. So an amputation is unnecessary. Right, no amputations. But to fake an unusable arm... Just say I need you to dislocate my shoulder. Ooh. But... No. Even if we make it inside, we still have a massive steroid to fight. Besides, I'm no help in combat anyway. Let me pull my way here. But... Chitose, this is an order from your lady. Dislocate my left shoulder. Understood, my lady. Please bite down this cloth. Ugh. It happens in a flash. A sickening crunch and my left arm goes completely limp. Ugh. Ugh. I brace myself, but damn that hurts. Still, that covers the armless requirement. God of grace above. Grant us the passage to vanquish the evil deity. I want to join Filet in endless reigns. My lady, the upper lights changed. Phew, it actually works. I just didn't even know about this trick. Time to overthink it. Let's keep moving. I will count to 3 and set your shoulder on 3. 1, 2. Oof. That hurts. Well, at least my arm moves again. And you reset it on 2. My apologies. When you brace yourself, your muscles tense up, making it much harder to reset the joint. Also, your shoulder remains injured. Please avoid using this arm for now. Thanks for the heads up. Soon the steroid we face next. You better the real burden, Chitose. I feel badly when the tough parts to you. No apology needed. I'm your blade, my lady. Carving a path for you remains my sole duty. No matter the danger. Going by Noah's experience, the steroids in these hidden rooms are massive and impossible to beat. They only manage to grab the wishing box and run. We have no reason to force a fight. Making our wish is all that matters. Understood. However, after you make your wish, I have a favor to ask, my lady. Don't need to be so formal. What's on your mind? Are you willing to make a soul pact with me? I am a blade blade supposedly has no soul. But, to my shame, this body isn't a complete weapon. Since I retain human parts, perhaps a soul lingers inside me too. That's what I think, anyway. Besides, everyone else but Sora shares a soul pack with you. I'm the only one left out. It feels unfair. Soul packs. Seems safe enough. I'm looking ahead, the benefits definitely outweigh the drawbacks. Alright, if you want a pack, Chitose, start thinking of a wish. I will! Thank you. My lady, there's a wishing box over there. Finally, a wishing box bigger than my hand. Wait, this place looks like all the other floors. Are we sure this is a hidden room? It appears identical, yes, but unlike the floors below, the air carries a faint scent of the tide. Tide? Well, as long as no giant Stella would go on the bonk, I'll take it. Let's make our wish and get out of here. Just occurs with the smallest steroids. Rush the box and make my wish. Oh God of grace. Please grant me a compact, short-barreled gun I can fire one-handed. Watch out, my lady! Flash of steel cuts across my vision. Then, something in front of me sounded pleading too. Is that a book? Bizarre. These books are moving as if they have a mind of their own. Identical picture books sprout from the floor. Before I know it, Chitose and I are surrounded by a floating swarm. Are these books steroids? Are these books of steroids guarding the box? These books are just the ones from Darcy's memories. Please hurry, my lady. I'm sensing a vile aura. Right, I'm on it. I turn the wishing box to recite my prayer, but the severed page flutters down and lands on it. The ink pulses with a strange power. I open my mouth and the words read themselves. The Devil Emperor wakes within the pupil, dividing the power of death among all living things. The Emperor withdraws their grace. Sweet dew becomes bitter wormwood. Earth shatters. The anointed wicked rise from the bottomless pit. This place shall be stripped of its name, left barren and lifeless, for eternity. I don't like those words at all. Below us! My lady, please make your wish with peace of mind. No matter what demons may appear, I shall hold them back for you. Oh, God, what is that? Praise. Their divine name! Oh, God. I was once a mere iron caked in dirt. Its roar scrapes through my mind like iron filings. Rust blooms in my veins. The stench of the deep sea floods the room. Then I met you, my lady. I'm the blade you wield. Ho 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 ho, look at that. Because corruption cannot dull my edge. I will not break. Oh. Oh, we're finally at the end. Alright. Guess we'll keep going. Shit.
出し惜しみです。全身全霊をかけてまいります。勝負の決着をつけて敵も味方もありません。どうか
Dead!
日頃の研鑽の成果です。
Conquered it. It's the final stage, we finally reached the end. Made this weapon fire lead core, brass cased rounds, packed with smokeless powder and a sensitive primer. That's my wish. Please grant it. Did it work? I knew it! It's a handgun! I grabbed the dark artifacts. Cold metal and plastic. Feels familiar. My lady, its arm is severed. Your status? The wish works. We're done here. Let's move to Chitose. Trekkers. Why do you not fear? My lady, his arm's regenerating. Fast, it's about to strike. Get to the elevator, I'll cover you. Come in, get in, Chitose. So Chitose slides in, I hammer the close button. You'll not escape. Close now. The user stole the style, blocking a giant hand coming towards us. Phew, that was close. Good move, Chitose. You flatter me. As your blade is my duty. Still, is this the scepter of death? Yeah. Looks like an Amber's gun, but this one uses gunpowder. Pull a trigger, no match required. Powder? Like fireworks? You can do this. Not exactly, it's a different kind. I don't remember the details, but it's buried in my head. Anyway, we won. Honest guy ages could never wish for an artifact like this. My weapon required no magic. Now, lady, I'm also a weapon that requires no magic. And I could talk to you. You clearly don't need the scepter of death. What? Where'd that come from? It's going to the Grace Imperium. I won't be using it. But you look too happy when you were describing it. It's just getting competitive. Time to change the subject. Right, we got what we came here for. Let's make our soul pact while we had the chance. Oh, right. The soul pact. As you command, boss. Boss, here's my wish. She's a no. Just say something wrong. Apologies, my lady. I realize I don't have a wish. Or rather, all my wishes have come true. Can't think of anything to ask you. How can that be? There must be something you want to do. The wish to be with you again is already fulfilled. I wish to see the world through your eyes as your blade. That has come true too. I do want to protect you and never leave your side, but that's my duty as your blade. Something I have to earn myself. Wishing for it doesn't feel right. So, can we complete the soul pack without a wish? Can't do that. If I take your soul without giving anything back, it's no longer a trade. The best I can do is owe you a wish for later, but even then, you will still need an actual wish in mind. A wish. Oh, there is one thing I might wish for. Oh, let's hear it. Okay, then, boss, here's my wish. My lady, would you forge a new blade with me? That sounds acceptable. And when that wish comes true, the soul is yours. Yeah, I've got your back. Forging the blade sounds like fun. I'm looking forward to it. Chosen reaches out and holds on to the hem of my shirt. Something okay? You're blushing. I'm feeling alright. It's nothing. You must be flustered by the intense battle just now. I look forward to the day we forge that blade together, my lady. For some reason, I think when she says forge a new blade, I think she's talking about something else, because she calls her clothes a scabbard, and forging a new blade, I think she means something else. I think she's trying to hint at something else, at least. I could be very wrong. Step outside the mall behind the artifact of mistake was waiting outside yawning. We managed to deliver right before sunset. Next day, Grace Imperium announced the final bidding results. For the Filet Mall Leasing Project Company, product spanning $999 to $1,005. Winning bidder is United Harvest Filet. The official award notice will be sent out to your company shortly. You have 30 days upon receipt to assume control of the Filet Mall per the contract. Dated model of calendar year 1996, or year 996. Venatio month 16. Goodness, we actually won! We pulled off an impossible comeback at the end. A miracle! Oh, come on, we couldn't have done it without everyone pitching in. Right, Jitose? Yeah, that means I have the time to forge the blade with my lady. Phew, I'll be kind of relaxed. I'm exhausted. We'll leave the rest to you, friends. We thank the Grace Imperium, Lady Albedo. No need. We chose a company that prioritizes the freedom and happiness of the people of Filet. Well, I have other business to attend to, so I'll take my leave. Let me see you out. Photos! Photos! More photos! Look here, boss! You're tomorrow's front page! Smile! Hey, camera off me! Aim it at friends! At least Filet's finally at peace. I don't think it's gonna be that simple, though. Meanwhile, let's see what these guys' reactions are. But they're not too happy. We lost and burned 10 billion to crash the crystal market. Crystal diamond market. We'll be fired. Stella definitely asked me. As for you, hard to say. And again, if we blocked that 80 million, we would have won. What was the Sky Institute director playing at? Go from Gemini? I definitely want my head. Mercurio, it's me. Rough day? I'm sorry, Madam CEO. I promised to win and failed. I officially resigned from all positions. Nonsense. You're staying with full authority. Sent it through a FIP, I handled it. Bid, market crash, they were all my calls. I've already submitted my resignation. What? No, sis. Why? It takes me resigning for you to call me sis at work, huh? Relax, they rejected it, so no one takes the blame. They did? But how? No one needs to take the fall. Big Shot came straight to me for a lifetime policy. Once the Senate saw who it was, they were too terrified to squeak. Hilarious. Big Shot? Who exactly? It's... Oh. I see. And so, on this guy, Aegis should just pull out a Filet. Worried about friends and the boss retaliating. Relax, that big shot promised to smooth things over. No, it's not for Ren's. I think I made a fatal mistake. Mistake? What mistake? I thought riding the coattails would buy us more power at my Aegis. But I was wrong. We, and this entire company, are nothing but pawns in this little game. 1 week later, I don't like where this is going. Honestly, Aegis quietly pulls out a fillet with the very same night when United Harvest Fillet wins the bid. Right now, Noya and the crew are prepping the Lucky Oasis. He's planning to set sail tomorrow to track down the leads in the orphanage. Phew, time to leave Fillet. It's only been a few months, but honestly, it feels like a lifetime. Such beautiful petals. They remind me of home. Your home. It must be an incredibly peaceful place. I'd love to see it for myself someday. Wait for me here, Chitose. I have a private meeting with Serena. Once I wrap this up, we can hit the road. As a command, my lady. Oh, she's coming with us? So this is Serena's room. Right. I should probably ask about her about the Ominous Saint while I'm at it. And those weird texts about the town I found in the monolith. Serena, it's Stella. Oh, we get to see her face! Been waiting. Please come in. Oh, is she part of Sky Institute? Look at her, she's so cute and pretty! Excuse me. Huh? Oh, hey, I think I had the wrong room. You don't. I'm just not wearing my cloak today. Don't you recognize me, boss? She looks so pretty! Cloak. Wait, so you really are Serena? So I never actually seen your face, I was dead sure I had the wrong person. Guilty as charged. Since it's just the two of us hiding under a hood felt rather rude, I figured it was time we met face to face. Still, it's crazy how just ditching a cloak completely changed the person's entire aura. Anyway, you mentioned there was something you wanted to discuss. Truth be told, selling information is just a side gig. Our real passion is the history of the tyrant. Okay, and? You and Fro is a legendary boss accord who possess multiple seals of grace, including one that's never even been documented. So, I was hoping we could talk. I figured you might be able to shed some light on my tyrant research. Makes sense. You've done a lot for us, and so it's only right to tell you about what I know. No secrets. Unfortunately, by the time the new Star Guild pulled me out of the monolith, I had already lost my memories. Can't mention Vita, the White Room, or the King Piece's power, but the rest should be fine. I know about your amnesia. That's why I'd rather ask about a few things that seem off. Off? Like what? For instance, you waged a company war for the new Star Guild and the Ashman clan. Actually, once you have the Seal of Grace, you should be able to create training to treat your companions with proper respect, just by going through a few well-connected intermediaries. That would have been a smart play. Back then, I barely even knew which way was up. I wasn't thinking that far ahead. But even if I had, I would still have chosen the company war. Sure, those of us with the Seal of Grace could negotiate peace, but what about the kids in the street that don't have one? You are a gentle soul. Imagine you would have stepped in to help with Fuyuka even if I hadn't offered information in exchange. Probably. Just like the new Star Guild saved me at my lowest. We're all trekkers, helping each other out is what we do. A spirit of mutual aid. What about later then? When Darcy hailed you as a tyrant, why did you turn her down? How do you know about that? I'm an information broker. I have my sources. With her unwavering loyalty, you could have used her power to get things done a lot faster. That was a strong power, sure, but if you really are to force to make people do what you want, even with good intentions, it always ends badly. It's like trekking. If I only want to follow the paved path, I'll only ever have to take the same route as every other and never see anything new. If I want real change, then I can't just pick the path that looks easy. Your mindset surprised me. It's nothing like that of a CEO. Somehow, someone told me the same thing recently. So, how does a proper CEO think? It varies, but at the end of the day, most people who climb that high aren't saints. And someone like you willing to sacrifice yourself for others? That's rare. I'd say it's practically non-existent. I think you're exaggerating. By the way, someone like me clearly has nothing to do with the legendary evil tyrant. True, Even if you were the real tyrant, I'm sure you'd be a kind one. Then let's try a different angle. During your time in Filet, what was your impression of the place? My impression of Filet. All those crazy moments. What was the impressions? You're gonna leave it like dark. You're gonna leave it like that? Oh, come on! I want to know what the impressions were. Son of a bitch. Oh! They teased. They teased me. Phew, that's all I can tell you. Thank you for your time. This information is invaluable. It's a massive step forward for my tyrant research. Wait here a moment. I have a gift for you to thank you for today. You don't have to do that. Oh, and Serena, since you've been son of the tyrant, have you heard of this before? The Devil Emperor wakes within the pupil, dividing the power of death among all living things. Book of Grace, Prophecies, 1318. Legendary tyrant is immortal. Kill her with ordinary weapons, and she resurrects time and again. And with every rebirth, she returns stronger. The tyrant overturns the rules of society, empowers ordinary people to slaughter powerful mages, and destroys the world. So, the prophecy continues. The Emperor withdraws their grace. Sweet dew becomes a bitter wormwood. The earth shatters. The anointed wicked rise from the bottomless pit. This place shall be stripped of its name, left barren and lifeless for eternity. So, the prophecy foretells the end of the world? Yes. Every century the tyrant was born in Nova, and the way to stop her from ending is to kill her. Right. Kill a tyrant. Legendary figure like that couldn't actually exist, right? Forgot to mention, the tyrant in the Book of Grace prophecies is someone who does the good deeds no one else will. So, they're a good person. Why are you telling me this? It sounds like you're implying I'm... Ugh. I've watched you for a long time. Every action, every word, they're perfectly aligned with the prophecy. Ugh. Who else but the tyrant could wish for a weapon that doesn't even belong in this world? Wait a minute, what are you talking about? It's all your speculation. Speculation. Yes, but the prophecy is never wrong. And you're a 99% match. Ugh. But what if I'm not the tyrant? You'd be killing the wrong person. You're right, but if sacrificing your one life could save the world, I'm willing to take that gamble. If my judgment is wrong, I'll find a way to atone. What good is atonement after I'm dead? This is insane! You're a good person, and I hold no personal grudge against you. So, I am deeply sorry, but for the sake of this world, I must ask you to die. You have my gratitude. Please accept this bullet, one that grants equal death to all. I hope this time you find eternal rest. Farewell, tyrant. Ugh. Oh, poor shit. Well, we wish for a gun that shoots without magic, and what do you expect what would happen? Well, that's a bullshit cliffhanger if I've ever seen one. I mean, let's be real, we're not actually dead. I'm sure some shit happens. I'm sure some shenanigans happens. Chitose probably jumps in or whatever, stops the bullet. I'm sure something happens, but obviously the tyrant's not dead. They wouldn't just kill her off like that. Oh man, but who knows? Maybe might throw in a plot twist. But holy shit, that was a long damn chapter story. I think that was the longest chapter, longest episode arc we've had yet. Shit. Well, we're back on the way for more content. We have a new event story coming up on the 13th, so we'll definitely bang that out when we can. And then we're on the way for another chapter story. So hopefully we're not waiting too long for that. We waited a long time for this chapter. We'll just see what happens next. So, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Later.
今回だけは多めに見て